Pitbull Cruz will beat Rolly Romero for many different reasons. I actually have a video that I'm gonna post tomorrow about it before the fight. But I'm gonna just lay out the different reasons why Cruz is gonna beat Rolly. Number one, his structure. Pitbull Cruz, he keeps his rear hand tight right on his chin. And it was one of the reasons he didn't take a lot of those uppercuts from Tank Davis flush. What's good, Jake? Ray Rizzle, thanks for joining and liking the live. Another reason why Cruz is going to beat Rolly, his pressure. When Rolly fought Tank, 4 rounds had gone by. In the 4th round, the announcer said that Rolly threw 61 punches. That's not going to get the job done, man. That's not going to get the job done against Cruz. Cruz throws way more punches and he's more accurate. Cruz is better at cutting the ring off. Rolly, he allowed Tank Davis to maneuver all across the ring. Most of the time, Tank didn't even get touched when he was along the ropes. When Cruz fought Tank, when Tank got on those ropes, Cruz touched him at least one time to the body. At least once. Another reason Cruz is going to beat Rolly is his body attack. Rolly is a head hunter. Cruz is a guy that goes for the head and the body. He has tactics for cutting off the ring. He knows how to make a guy go one way and then time his punch in the opposite direction. So these are some of the small reasons why Cruz is going to beat Rolly Romero. It was good, Rib Sauce. Somebody said Cruz barely had time trained when he fought Tank. Exactly. Another reason, and along with the work rate, is the stamina. Pitbull Cruz has stamina to throw power punches. His quality of punches is more than Rolly's. He throws more power punches all throughout the fight. So he has better structure, better work rate, better stamina, higher quality punches. He's more accurate. He actually has more experience. Cruz had a longer amateur career than Rolly and started boxing earlier than Rolly in Mexico. No, Rolly is not going to win by decision. I predict a 9th round TKO stoppage for Pitbull Cruz. I think Rolly going to start slow and finish slow. I think Cruz is going to start fast and get faster. Cruz is a fighter that fights with no fear. He has better defense than Rolly. He keeps his hands up. Rolly fights with his lead hand low, and his rear hand isn't really tucked. So, and this is no disrespect to Rolly, I just picked Cruz for these reasons. The only 2 things that Rolly has going for him is his size and his power. He's a naturally bigger man than Isaac Cruz. Naturally larger man than Isaac Cruz. And he hits probably just as hard as Cruz. But when it comes to punch resistance, Cruz has better punch resistance. They both fought Tank Davis and only one man came out on his feet. Someone says, I always confuse you with Fulton. I don't know how, because Fulton doesn't do lives on TikTok talking about boxing. Somebody says they fight tonight. No, they fight tomorrow. Someone says, I see this as a 50-50 fight. No, this is more like a 70-30 fight in favor of Pitbull Cruz. He has way better boxing fundamentals. He has more stamina. He has more everything besides size. Hey, if y'all in here, make sure y'all liking the live, man. They are the co-main event. The main event is Tim Tszyu versus Sebastian Fundora. They said that Tank had a broken hand against Cruz. Yes, but Cruz was having success from round 1. Tank did not break his hand in round 1. I think Tank broke his hand around round 6 or 7. Cruz was having success from the first bell to the last bell. So the hand breaking didn't with a breakdown tomorrow morning, a little 3 minute 50 second breakdown. And you'll see the highlights that I used was from early in the fight. Cruz had no problem landing on Tank as soon as the fight started. He had no problem landing body shots, head shots. He had no problem being who he is in the boxing ring. Someone says, KJ, I like Rolly. Yeah, Rolly is a really cool guy, great for boxing. I don't think he's going to beat the Chosen One.
Yo, you hear me?
Was good.
What's up, bro? Shit, I be watching you talk about boxing. You be spot on. I want to know. I got 2 questions for you. Are you from Baltimore? Cause I'm from Baltimore too, and I'm like, yo, this nigga saying you a lot. I'm like, yo, they got me from Baltimore, damn.
Nah, man, I'm from Earth, man. I don't claim no city, no county, no spot.
Oh, I bet. I see. Nah, you good. What's understood? I gotta be explained. And my second question, who out of like who you think Like, do you think who you think really pound for pound? Do you think it's Terrence, Inu,
Terrence Crawford.
Tank, Crawford? Why?
Yeah, because Terrence Crawford put on a historical performance against one of the most dominant fighters in the world. No one else fought an opponent like that and was able to look that good. Boxing is judged by what you do against other all-time greats or other Hall of Famers, what you do against the top dogs. So you could be 50 and 0 in boxing, but if you didn't fight champions and real threats, you're never going to be remembered as a great champion. You're never going to have a great legacy. What Terrence Crawford did when he fought Errol Spence, you cannot find any other example of that in the sport of boxing. That's why people are begging Canelo to fight Benavidez, because that's the only way that people could see that you truly one of them ones is when you fight someone else who they perceive to be one of them ones.
I feel you. And I didn't catch who you said gonna win this Rolly and Cruz. Or you didn't get to that yet.
No, I've been going on about that. You probably just came to the live a little late, but Isaac Cruz is going to win this fight. I predict him winning by 9th round TKO stoppage for a multitude of reasons. Number one, he has better structure, fights with his hands up, keeps his rear hand on his chin, better head movement. He's more consistent, better stamina. He has a higher work rate. He's better at cutting the ring off, as seen in the fight with Tank Davis. Better body puncher. He's better in all aspects. He even worked his jab better on Tank than Rolly did. So the only thing that Rolly has over Cruz is size. Cruz even has more experience going back into the amateurs.
Thanks. I appreciate you letting me up. I agree with you, but I got Rolly.
All right, man. Hey, don't put no money on that though.
I'm just gonna be a fan, but appreciate you letting me up, man. Keep
Oh,
doing
no
your
problem, man. Thanks for coming up, man. I appreciate it.
thing. How you
I can let you down, man. I got you.
back?
Don't worry about it.
Peace and blessings to everybody.
Who that? Santana?
Yes, sir. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
We're doing good. I'm going on Cruz
Thanks
with
for the
this.
gift.
Cruz really knows how to protect himself. You saw what he did against Tank. He already knew about the uppercut. So,
Thank you.
but Rolly's not really nobody. Come on, he was getting beat up by like a 40-year-old. Am I correct?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Barroso saying that he's 40 takes away from him, and it takes away from Rolly. Just because you're 40 doesn't necessarily mean that you're washed. As you can see, Barroso went on to stop his next opponent. So that wasn't necessarily because Rolly, is a bad boxer. It's just that he wasn't ready for what Barroso's was doing, and Barroso's is pretty good. He may even be better than Rolly based on what we saw.
You're right. This whole card, not to cut off what you were going to say with everything, I was really looking forward to the Thurman. I wanted Thurman to fight, in this card. I really wanted him to come back. And, this is kind of like the main attraction now with the Cruz.
Well, this was already the main attraction, but the Sebastian Fundora versus Tim Tszyu fight is going to be much more appealing, I promise you. Sebastian Fundora is an action-packed fighter. Tim Tszyu is a fighter that don't like to move too much. So when these two get in the ring, we about to see fireworks. We about to see somebody's going down. Somebody's going down, man. Somebody's about to get smoked like a
Yo,
50
what's up,
cent cigar.
KJ?
What's up, Shadow?
Yo, what are your predictions?
Cruz is going to win 9th round TKO because he has better structure, stamina, work rate. He's a better body puncher. He has better skills, head movement, everything. And neither
What
one of
about
these fighters could fight going backwards, really.
the main event?
The main event, I got Sebastian Fundora.
Let's
Really?
go.
Yeah.
W.
Wow.
That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man, you
I
saying that's
hope,
crazy,
bro.
but Sebastian
Nah,
Fundora, before he lost, he was terrorizing all of his opponents, terrorizing them. He got hurt in the Lubin fight because of his
yeah,
style. His style is a gambler style, just like
yeah,
Sabril Matias. That's a gambler style, but that
yeah.
style puts everybody at risk. That's a kamikaze type style where you sit right in front of your opponent and trade a bunch of punches. I don't know if Tim Tszyu is going to be able to deal with somebody punching down on him who's 6'5", 6'6". He's never seen anything like that in his life.
So I
Sebastian
wanted to
Fundora has
ask you.
seen plenty of
Whoa.
but uh Sebastian Fundora has seen plenty of people Tim Tszyu size, but Tim Tszyu has never seen anybody Sebastian Fundora size in his life. There's no way
Wait,
for him to prepare for Sebastian Fundora.
so
I
wait,
wanted to
Do you
ask you,
see
what do you
how
every
think
like
Rolly
people are
have to
counting him
do to
out?
win that?
Huh?
I wanted to ask you, what do you think Rolly has to do to be
To win?
victorious versus Cruz?
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
he would have to be a great boxer.
Yeah, you just
You
jab.
have to do what Tank did. You're not going to beat Cruz without having good feet. There's only two ways to beat Cruz. Because Cruz, he comes forward. Arson, I'm gonna mute your mic. I don't know if you're drinking water. But anyway, Cruz, he comes forward, and he comes forward with a bunch of work rate, a bunch of stamina. He has pretty good head movement, and he's like a mini Tank. He keeps his, and I'm not saying he's a mini Tank like Tank. I'm saying he's like a mini
Right,
military
right, right,
Tank. He keeps his hands up the
right, right.
entire time. So somebody pressuring you that much, the only way that you could beat them, you're gonna have to use your feet and outbox them using angles and reflexes like Tank did, or you're gonna have to beat them at their own game. We
And
saw that
Rolly ain't
Rolly couldn't
skilled
really
enough for
sit in
that,
there and
huh?
trade. Rolly couldn't trade with Barroso, so he can't sit in there and beat Cruz at his own game. And I don't think that he has the boxing ability to do what Tank did. Therefore, I
I,
think
I,
he loses.
I could dig that.
Can you guys hear me?
What's good, little?
Yeah, so I think that that Rolly's not prepared, man. I think I don't see it in him winning.
Yeah, but why do you say he's not prepared?
I'm saying because I seen his training and the way he trains, and then I've seen the way his opponent
You gotta be specific.
Pitbull.
What did you see, man? What did you see? What did you see him train and was like, damn, right there, he's not ready. He's not hitting the pads right. He's not running enough. What exactly did you see where you was like, Rolly's not prepared?
Yeah, well, he was just hitting the bag in a certain way, jumping rope, like not really caring, like I got this, The like, when he just looked like he wasn't giving it 100%.
Okay, so you saying he was bullshitting basically.
Yeah, hey, that's what I'm saying because you can act like you're working, but you're not
But you're
working.
not working.
I
Okay, I get what you're
I
saying.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
I want to rebuttal against that. I saw a clip with first and foremost, you gotta keep in mind that he got a new trainer. He not with Bullet no more.
Yep.
So honestly, that give me, and I saw a clip. I think he was with his trainer. I want to say he was in the pads, but he was also having head movement. I think head movement is something that you need against Pitbull Cruz,
Yeah,
and I
you
think
have
that
no head movement, you're going down.
exactly. So
Unless you got a great chin like the last guy he fought,
yeah,
the Keanu
Mendoza.
Reeves looking
Yeah, yeah,
dude.
yeah. So honestly, I'm going Rolly, but I think it's gonna be by decision because I think Rolly.
Oh,
Listen, homie, hear me out. Low key, I don't think that Rolly is trying to like rely on his punching, like on his knockout power, like Cruz is, and so I think that he probably has been in camp trying to like, fix his like boxing, like his boxing, because he started at a late age. So I think he's been in camp trying to improve his boxing, and he got a better trainer. So I'm going Rolly by
Problem is
decision.
tripping today. Listen, man, I think Rolly, and this is the
Respect.
thing with people who start late. My boy Levi coming up, but the thing with people who start late is one thing. If you're gonna change your whole style, that's one thing, but it's gonna be a very, very hard and uphill road. If
Yeah,
Rolly is changing his entire style, but he has to go fight Pitbull, he did not get enough time to really develop that style. He's gonna lose. So Rolly should not get away from doing some of the things he did against Tank. He just has to build on who he is. He's never gonna be a slick boxer. He's never gonna be somebody with the best boxing fundamentals. So
yeah.
instead of him trying, he should just try to build off of being a great brawler.
well,
Add some footwork to your brawling skills. You know what I mean? Try maybe keep your rear hand up so your chin isn't exposed, so you don't have to take big shots. Try fighting with your hands up sometime. Rolly fights with a low lead guard, and he doesn't have a chin of steel, so that's how he got knocked out against Tank. So put your hand up a little, cover your temple,
No,
fight with your hands up.
I think he got knocked out against Tank because he was what's it called? He overreached. He was trying too hard to literally like try to knock him out when he was doing perfectly fine, to be honest.
Look, I'm posting the video tomorrow, and in the video you're gonna see. I'm posting it tomorrow morning, but in the video you're gonna see Pitbull Cruz reached against Tank, and Tank countered him in the temple with a left hand hook. And Pitbull, he just came straight on forward. So all boxers make mistakes in the ring. There's no boxer who has had a perfect night. Even Floyd, on Floyd's most dominant nights, he gets caught at least once or twice. So that's not why Rolly got stopped. He got stopped because he got caught and he didn't have the chin to withstand it. Now, if you don't have the chin, if you're not Pitbull Cruz, you can walk through all of that firepower of Tank Davis. You got to make a defensive adjustment. You got to get your hands up. A lot of times, Pitbull, instead of him taking an uppercut to the chin, he had his rear hand right here. So a lot of times he caught those uppercuts that Tank was trying to throw, and
Yeah.
it stopped
Cruz
him
in
from taking all
6.
types of damage.
Cruz in 6.
Rolly by unanimous decision,
I
man.
got Cruz in 9 by TKO. Hey
Rolly by
Levi,
unanimous
how you
decision,
see the
man.
fight going?
I got him in 6.
I got him, and I think it's gonna go to the 8th round.
I got it going 9.
Rolly
Hey
by
Levi,
decision, man.
Fundora
how you
in
see the fight
11.
going, man?
I
Six
see
you and 10.
there's gonna be a new champion.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, KJ,
Fundora
my dude.
versus Zoo
Good.
is going to steal the night.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, Fundora is going to steal the fight.
That
I
Erickson
still got.
What
Lubin
did you
versus
say?
Fundora fight was amazing. This one's going to be just as good.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say, KJ? What did you say? How many rounds
9.
Pitbull's gonna take out
9.
Rowan? You
I think Rolly going to
I
start
agree with
slow. I
that.
think he's going to finish slow. I think he's going to be a TKO. He's not going to get knocked out, but Cruz going to be landing a lot of clean shots, and I think Rolly's going to start to feel it. Cruz is great at cutting weight, but Rosso hurt Rolly, and Rosso isn't necessarily great at cutting weight. You know what I mean?
Part of the reason I think it's going to go to Cruz because of, I'm not going to deny that Rolly's been working with Salas on his boxing ability, and that might work for a while, but eventually Cruz is going to apply pressure to him, and just like Mike Tyson said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. He's going to get hit with something, and then he's going to go back to brawling like he usually does, and that's when Cruz will catch him.
well,
Yeah,
I told K.
Go ahead.
but Rolly,
Because the boxing is not his natural style.
No,
Rolly, Rolly's not gonna make it. You know, he's
no,
not gonna win Pitbull. We
no.
have a new champion, man. You'll see. You should. The next day after the fight, you should air it, and quit so we can. You know how Rolly Romero won't win. He's not gonna win.
Yeah, man, I feel you. It took you a long time to get that out, little. Here's the thing.
Yo, I'm
uh,
not gonna lie, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Rolly, he doesn't have the boxing ability to me to beat Cruz because of the structure, because of the defense, because of the experience, and he don't have necessarily the footwork. He don't have the footwork to do what Tank did. Pitbull Cruz is no easy opponent. People are giving Pitbull Cruz shit because he didn't stop his last opponent. Because he fights in one style, he's coming forward. Most people haven't been able to beat that style. There's a few fighters in the world that could beat that style. Shakur is one of them.
Go away.
Devin Haney. Most of these fighters can't deal with constant pressure for 12 rounds. A man with his hands up, who knows how to counter, who knows how to absorb shots, and who knows how to keep coming.
Nope.
You know, that Joe Frazier type pressure. Most fighters in the world can't deal with that. I don't think Rolly's one of the fighters that can deal with that. That's no disrespect to Rolly. I actually want to see Rolly be good at boxing because I like the way that he believes in himself. I like the shit that he be talking. You know what I mean? I like when he start popping his shit.
But I mean, Rolly, he doesn't show like anything interesting. You know what I'm
Huh?
saying? It's a no brainer with Rolly, man. He doesn't. I've seen his training, and he doesn't give it 100%. Like he he thinks to himself that that's gonna be an easy fight, but it's not.
Yeah, man. You said that earlier, little. You need
Yeah.
No, look, I told KJ this. It's gonna be like the Barroso fight. He's gonna get hit or hurt with something in the early rounds. He's gonna run away.
yeah,
He trust me. He's gonna.
that's what I said, Wicked. I said he's gonna start slow and finish slow. Meaning, Cruz. If anybody who knows anything about Cruz, Cruz starts fast. Cruz was landing on Tank since the first round. He was landing on Tank. So everybody talking about Tank hurt his hand. Tank hurt his hand, but even before he hurt his hand, Cruz was already applying pressure and being successful. So there's no way that you can convince me that Rolly not gonna get caught early by Pitbull Cruz. So this one, really, if I was Rolly and I didn't have the best boxing skills, I would try to keep my guard up. protect my temple, protect my chin, and go in there and try to see if I can stop Cruz or try to get some knockdowns. Because I don't know if Rolly can outbox him. So he's gonna have to win in a fight. He's gonna have to outfight him. And I don't know if he could do that. But to me, that's the tactic I would take. I said, okay, let me see if I can outfight this guy.
I think really y'all use the rank, KJ. Use the jab more, and basically just like you said, outbox him and counter him. That's really it. Easy.
Listen, if it was that easy, everybody would be able to do it. There's only a
I
few
ain't say
boxers in the
it's that
world.
easy. I'm just saying easy like that. That's all you gotta do basically.
There's only a few boxers in the world though that could deal with that style. You know, you
It's
need
too much
fast
pressure.
feet, fast reflexes. Rolly, he get caught clean.
That's true. Really do get caught. He do get caught.
Let's
That's
get it.
Wait a minute. Are you looking forward more to the Fundora fight or the Rolly fight?
Both now. At first, I was
Oh,
looking
the
forward
Rolly
to
fight.
Rolly, but when they switched to Fundora versus Tenzu, now I'm looking forward to both. You about to get two
You know what?
action-packed fights. These fights are
You know
going
what?
to be crazy. These are going to be crazy fights because Pitbull he's going to bring it every time, and Sebastian Fundora and Tenzu they're going to bring it every time.
Yeah, Fandora ain't no slouch, y'all. I don't think he like Tim Zoo ain't that good for him. I'm telling you, Fandora might win this.
He's good. That's
Yeah,
possible.
I mean he can't carry his dad's name the way he thinks he can. I'm not trying to wreck Tim Tszew's what he's done. He's a good fighter, but I don't think he can hold his dad's name, like fill his dad's shoes. Like fuck, no, he can't. That's a
Boxing
big thing.
Boxing Inc. said that tall dude took Pitbull's punches though. Listen, you can't knock everybody out. Uh, Cruz took Tank's punches. You can't knock everybody out. That's something that people always do. Well, he knocked this person out. If you knock out most people and there's a couple minutes you can't knock out, then you one hell of a knockout artist. Rarely do you have a guy with 100% knockout ratio with 30 fights. Bertabiev has 100% knockout ratio, but I think he only got like 20 fights. So the more fights you have, you come across those men who their cranium was designed a little bit different. You can't knock them out.
Pitbull's never been dropped.
I
Yeah,
don't
he been
know.
dropped.
I don't
He
know.
been
I
dropped.
don't think so.
Nah, he's been dropped.
He been dropped. KJ, he been dropped.
Yeah,
Who
KJ.
he's been
dropped
dropped
him?
once.
Who dropped
I
him?
forgot who, but
I don't
that's
know the
like
guy
a
been
body
dropped, but
shot.
some Rican guy dropped him like with a body shot. He been
Yeah, it was a
dropped.
body
You
shot.
saw it?
Yeah, it was a body shot. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it for sure. I saw it.
I gotta go look
Rolly
at
ain't no
that
body
man.
puncher
Damn.
though.
So
I
that's
don't
what
know.
whatchamacallit need to build on. That's something that Rolly could use, man. If Cruz could, because Cruz got a great chin, maybe he gotta really attack that body.
Yeah, but Rolly ain't no.
Yeah.
What's up, kid?
You don't gotta be a body puncher just to land. Remember that. You just gotta land.
Yeah.
For real.
But the thing about it,
You got
Rolly's
to be able to
terrible.
set up the body punch.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Rolly's horrible at setting up body punches because if you go back to his sparring videos, every time he
Yep.
goes for a body shot, then he gets
Yep.
hit in the head and dropped.
Yep.
How many
Yeah.
times has he been dropped in sparring, Rolly?
He'll get
Sparring is
caught if
Like,
he goes for a
sparring.
Hey, he
body
got
shot.
dropped by some dude in sparring. I can't think of his name, but he dropped him. It was crazy.
A lot of fighters get dropped in sparring, but Rolly just get recorded.
Yeah,
I
sparring
mean,
is
yeah. If
sparring.
you go back and look at the Tank fight, when Tank
Mhm.
knocked him out, he was trying
Mhm.
to go for a hook to his body, and Tank came up to his head with that left and took his ass out.
Yeah,
So
and
see,
that's
Rolly's
what I'm doing tomorrow. I mentioned that Cruz is a much better body puncher than Rolly. Rolly, to me, Rolly is a headhunter.
Hey, for the main event, do you guys also see it also possibly going like Paul Williams versus Sergio Martinez?
You
No.
said for the main event, who? Paul Williams versus who?
Versus Sergio Martinez? Do you think Fundora gets caught because he's too tall? You think he brings an overshot from the top and catches him?
Nah, man. If Fundora gets stopped again, it's gonna be bad for his career. But I think he's gonna
Yeah,
beat Tim Zoo.
I
I
think
hope
he
so.
can.
Yeah,
I think he can.
I think he gonna beat Tim Zoo. I think
I think
Fandora
he.
gonna
I
use
think
his
that
jab.
he. Not
I think
only
he
do
gonna
I
use
think
his
he's
jab
gonna
a
beat him,
lot.
I think he's gonna dominate him.
Yeah, you think
Yeah,
he could beat
yeah,
Crawford?
yeah. No, no,
No,
no,
no.
no,
Hell
no, no.
no.
He do remind me of Paul Williams though.
I gotta stop overdoing that. I can't compare the greats to the greats just because he beat somebody. Crawford, different level, man. Different level. Everybody's different level.
Somebody
Yeah, I know
said,
that.
"Why big baby Jared Anderson not fighting nobody?" And do you believe in him? Big Baby is about to fight soon. I forgot, but I seen
Yeah,
him
he
on.
fighting in April. My boy supposed to be fighting on that card.
Yeah.
I
So
can't think
Big
of the
Baby
dude
fighting,
name, but he
and,
fighting.
and I don't believe in people. Like I don't believe in no man. So hopefully Big Baby believe in himself.
I don't believe in
Yeah,
no
I like
man.
Jared Anderson.
I
He's
mean, he's
one of my
alright.
favorites.
I don't really like him because of his character, but
I want Jared Anderson to do well though, but I don't feel like he a human being, so I can't really put you can't put faith in a human being. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't know what he gonna do, but hopefully he does well. He stay focused and he get the most out of his potential.
yeah.
I hope that police doesn't take too much of a toll on him. It seemed like it did, but it might not though. Not gonna lie.
What's going to shock the world, y'all, is April 20th when Ryan Garcia
Uh-huh.
beat Devin Haney. I keep
Man,
telling KJ, watch. He gonna see.
you think Ryan's gonna
Wait,
win?
wait, who? Wait,
Ryan
who?
Ryan
Who said
Garcia
Garcia
that?
ain't
gonna beat
winning
Devin
shit,
Haney.
bro. He
You know
look
he
That's
is.
crazy.
fucked
Okay,
up, bro.
Listen.
I will bet you money Devin Haney dominates Ryan
Nah,
Garcia.
bro. Don't say that.
Yo,
Hey,
Fine
who's
Bar. When people talking, mute your mic because you got an echo. I don't know why.
This guy's
I'm in the car.
crazy.
My fault. I got you.
wait,
You
is
good?
it
Wait, who said Ryan Garcia was going to beat Devin Haney? Who said that?
Fine Bar
uh
said it.
How do you think he's going to beat him? A knockout or a decision?
I think he's gonna beat Devin Haney by decision, split
what?
decision, split decision.
Come
How
on,
do you
man.
This guy is
What? You
tripping.
smoking crack right
Hey,
now?
bro,
You
get him off the
crazy.
live, bro. Get him off the
All
live, bro.
right.
think it's
Wait a
to
second,
get
wait a
him off
second.
the
Explain to me.
live?
Wait a second, wait a second. Explain to me how he can win by split decision. Explain to me that.
Devin Haney.
Hold up. I'm trying to figure out who the hell doing all this crackling. What the hell is that?
You eating Pop Rocks?
I don't know who that is. Oh, that's God gifted.
That's the Mike Tyson dude.
Well,
You
sign
hear
off.
any echoing now or no?
Explain to me how he's gonna beat him by split decision, yo.
He's gonna beat Devin Haney by a split decision. He can use his jab. He can use his reach. He can use his quickness. He can outbox Devin Haney. Devin Haney get hits a lot. Devin Haney only got a great jab. Devin Haney don't got a great chin. I don't think he got a great chin. I think Ryan Garcia is gonna tap him. You're gonna see, bro. I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna see, bro. You thinking Devin Haney is some big thing? No. April 20th.
I
Gonna
think
see.
Devin Haney gonna be next
What?
up. But
This
I
guy
got him
just said.
beating Ryan Garcia.
Wait a second? How does Devin Haney not have a good chin?
He's never really been
If
throwing
I
punches, honestly.
I don't think Devin Haney is that
What
good,
up,
bro.
Dog Judah?
What's up? What's up, yo?
wait a second. Wait, you think Devin Haney's not that good?
No,
Compared to
he's
what?
not
Bro,
good.
Devin
Not that
Haney
good
is
Compared
to
to
a
me.
what?
I've
good
been told
boxer.
KJ
He
that.
got good
I've been told
footwork,
KJ
good
that shit.
defense.
KJ, no, he don't have great defense. No, he do not. No, he do not. No, he
I
do
mean,
not. He's
his
just a
defense.
slick boxer, but he gets hits. He gets hits a lot.
The only
I
way Ryan is winning.
And y'all gonna go off for his last fight because of regress. I've been telling people that regress is not that good. Regress is not that good at all. He's slow. He's not that good. He's got good power. But once he fights somebody on the same level, slick, fast, that means he gonna get caught a lot. I see what happened with Lomachenko. Slick, fast, got caught a lot.
Ryan has no footwork.
Lomachenko had power. Devin Haney probably would have went down.
But Ryan
I
has no
said that. I
footwork.
said that.
The
Ryan
only
has
way
no
Ryan's
footwork.
winning is if he catch him with a lucky hook.
Yeah,
Exactly, and you know Devin gonna try to take that away, just like Tank did. So
I think Devin gonna outbox Ryan Garcia.
We gonna see. We gonna see April 20th.
I think
I'll be surprised.
But
I think Devin might get a knockdown.
Hey, Don Judah, who you
What's up?
got winning between Pitbull, Cruz, and Rolly Romero, and why?
Well, I got Pitbull winning. And I'm gonna tell you why. I looked at a couple. I had to go back and look at Rolly fights because I only saw him fight a couple of years ago when he first started. Like he had about 7 or 8 fights. He looked horrible. I was like, "Who training this dude? Who put him in the
Still
ring?"
does.
And then I saw him fight another dude. He got lucky to get a knockout. Then I saw him fight the old man, and I was like, "Ain't no way in the world this dude could beat Pitbull Cruz." There's no
Pitbull is the
way.
definition of structure. Like the man keeps his hands up all 12 rounds, keeps his guard right on his chin. He comes forward, works behind the jab at times. Sometimes he jumps in with those power shots. But Pitbull has a basic high guard game plan, some peekaboo head movement, and that's just what he does. Rolly kind of got a free for all type of style, but he's not a great athlete. Usually when dudes come in there and they got that free for all style, the reason why they able to be successful because they're fast as hell. They have good natural body mechanics, a good jab, fast feet, fast hands, so they could get away with having a low lead hand, not really putting their rear hand up and stuff like that. Rolly's doing things that great athletes do, but he's not necessarily a super fast twitch athlete.
Quick question: If Pitbull is able to knock out Rolly faster than Tank did, does he deserve that rematch?
He
No,
gonna get the
nobody wants
rematch
to see
because money
that.
wise, it's not about deserve. Pitbull gonna get the rematch if he stops, even if he wins on decision, because it's gonna be a market for the rematch. Mayweather, they about money. Tank, they about money. The Mexican fans, they truly believe deep down in their corazon that Pitbull won the first fight. So they're gonna be ready and willing to pay $80, $90 for pay-per-view.
But let me ask you this, KJ. If Rolly knocks out Pitbull, is that gonna shock you? I'm just saying if. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying if
Oh
he
yeah,
does,
that's
it's
gonna
gonna
shock
shock
me.
you.
You talking about a man that got in there with Tank Davis and didn't really get rattled. I mean, he got hurt, but he didn't really get. Not one time did you see Pitbull's legs wobble. So it would shock me if Rolly knocks him out.
See, Rolly is strong, but he don't know how to deliver punches correctly.
The accuracy, right? So
Yeah.
he's not as accurate as somebody like if he was, then who knows what happened? Because Rolly hurt Tank when they fought. Rolly hurt Tank. So if he was accurate, who knows? But it is what it is.
Yeah. I just can't see it.
Good
I
round,
just,
Don.
Cause
Good
he
round.
punch weird.
yeah, very weird. Like he be hitting people with his forearm and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, what the fuck? But they love that dude. They gifted him, not
Yeah.
gifted him as far. They put him in a position to win that title. They just
They did a lot of
KJ,
things.
they like
KJ,
that dude. They like that
Ro
dude.
didn't get this far for nothing. KJ, you knew that. Come on, he got power. He could punch. He
No,
threw
no,
weird
no,
shit, but he
no,
could
he had
punch.
He
power, but
got this
he
far
had
because
not
he talks.
punch.
He
You
got
And
this
got
who
far.
that
is this
wrong.
trainer he was training with on Instagram, KJ?
I don't
He
know his
got
name, but
power,
he's
but he
saying I know he
cannot
got with a bullet.
punch.
Yeah, but let's be honest. The reason Rolly got to where how far he is because he talks a gang of shit.
There you
It's
go.
not like he's where.
Yeah,
It's not like he's as good as what
he
he
can
is.
talk shit.
Did y'all know he Rolly with Mayweather Promotions, right? I
Yeah.
know that, right?
Yeah.
No, not you, KJ. I'm talking to everybody else. That's why he made it this far too. He got good promotion behind him.
Yeah, I know.
That's
He got
facts.
tricky
Yeah.
promotion behind him. Tricky promotion.
Yeah.
Mayweather protection program.
I mean, they didn't really protect him because they threw him in there with Tank
Yeah,
relatively early.
yeah. They threw him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a little
That's because
bit.
he was chasing a bag.
But
I
I'm saying
remember he was on
that's not really protecting
Instagram
them.
talking stuff about Tank.
If they was protecting them, they probably would have waited. But the thing is, Tank is aging out, so they trying to any fight that was a nice little payday for Tank.
That was a money grab
Wasn't
fight.
high risk because
Yeah,
we
wasn't
know
no
that
risk
Tank is
at
better than
all.
Rolly, and that was a way for Tank to build his name and build his brand without being challenged by the big dogs just yet. But Tank is aging out of boxing now. He's almost 30, so and he doesn't want to be around until he's 40. He said it himself.
Yeah,
So that's really why they made the Rolly fight happen that fast. If Tank was like younger, if Tank was still 24, they probably wouldn't have rushed Rolly into that.
the crazy shit about that Tank right now could make some big money. I'm talking about some big money, and I don't know.
Tank will make money regardless. It don't really matter.
Yeah, but I'm talking about he can make some big money. This is his last days. He could be fighting some big dogs, making some real big
Huge
money.
money.
Not
Devin,
With
Who
a
you
waiting
got?
high
till he
Who you guys
floor.
not waiting
predicting
till
he
he get
fights next?
37, 33, and 34 years old where he get one big fight and that's it. That's it if he don't win.
KJ next. Tank should fight next. KJ, I believe. He gotta fight next. It gotta be Shakur.
He's not fighting
no,
Shakur
that's not
next.
a
I'm
big
not gonna
money
lie to
fight,
you.
man.
He's not gonna fight Shakur next. I'm not gonna
Well,
lie
now
to
It's
you.
not
yeah,
a big money fight. Devin is bigger than a big money fight.
No,
that's much bigger.
I know that's like a big money fight, but I know he's not gonna fight Devin because Devin gonna fight Matisse at 140. Whoever is the Rican guy, whoever his name is.
Matthias?
Yeah,
Matias.
he gonna try to fight him. Yeah, he gonna try to fight him. Devin.
Devin Haney said he wants to fight Matias after Ryan.
Palmar, when
He
you're
wants
done
to fight him
speaking, you
too.
gotta mute your mic because your mic got an echo. So as soon as you're done, you gotta mute your mic. Wickedy gotta do that too. Like when you finish speaking, you gotta mute your mic since it's echoing.
Honestly,
Yeah, but I think he gonna fight Matias though, KJ.
Yeah, he called him out.
I think Devin can go undisputed at 140. If I'm being completely
sorry.
honest, I think he can.
He outboxing the shit out of the kids.
But
That's all.
And
nobody.
I don't even think Matias is good to me.
No,
I
to
mean,
me,
we going
Mattia is good, and to me, it's
He
gonna be
good at
like
what he do.
when Floyd Mayweather fought Victoriano Sosa. It's a dangerous fight, but the boxer is supposed to win that fight. But anything still could happen.
Yeah, nobody really knows Matias though. I don't think that's enough money for Tank. He don't bring no money. He don't bring no fans.
Yeah, that's why I thank the Lord we got Devin Haney, because we would never get to see this man even get a chance to really get a big shot at anybody, because that's what they would hit him with. Well, you don't have no fans, so good thing Devin Haney out here fighting for legacy, carrying boxing.
Yeah, and yeah, that's what I give Haiti credit for. And that I think he's a little overrated because he's doing that, but I give him credit for doing it. He's doing his thing, but I still think he's a little overrated.
I think Tank's gonna run it back with Pitbull just because of the money and the Mexican fans.
Well,
Yeah.
more important than that, Tank gonna have a belt at 140 automatically. If Pitbull will be Rolly, Tank goes up. We know that he can outbox Pitbull. Maybe he knocks him down one time because his hand isn't hurting. But Tank is automatically gonna have a belt at 140.
And
Fighting
that's
against a
and
fighter
that's
who's
where
a
the
natural lightweight.
and that's where the problem gonna come in for Tank. When he hold that belt at 140, he got to challenge other 140 pounders.
Yeah, yeah.
That's when he gonna be on some. I'm vacating and I'm going back.
Yeah,
He
he's
just
not gonna be able to do. If we do that, they're gonna be on his ass, boy, like a bad rash.
But how you see him? How you see the Frank Martin fight going with Tank?
Oh, Frank's on the way, man.
timber. Boom, Frank on the ground.
Yeah, I think Frank.
Frank gonna
I
get
like
knocked out.
Frank to box his ass off. I think Frank gonna get stopped, and there's a lot of different reasons why. I'm gonna go more into it as the fight approaches, and next month I'm gonna make some clips on it. But I'm gonna tell you one of the things that I noticed. Frank Martin has only ever fought two southpaws. That was years ago, to begin his career. One of them motherfuckers was an MMA fighter. You know, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
FC fighter.
That's one of the two southpaws that Frank Martin ever fought, and he fought years ago, was an MMA fighter. You know what
That's
I mean? He was a
crazy.
boxer. So, like, to go from doing that to go in there with Tank David is, I don't know, man. Frank would have to he got a chance to shake up the world, because he damn sure is an underdog.
Who
But
was
based
Tank's
off
last
with my
southpaw?
research, I don't think he could win that fight.
Who was Tank's last southpaw too, though?
Tank last southpaw was Hector Garcia, but Tank has fought southpaws all his career, and Tank started boxing at like 7 years old. Tank has dynamite in both hands. They're both great athletes from top to bottom, but the experience and the skills and the way that Tank, when he gets in the ring, he looks sure of himself. You see Tank talking shit to the crowd, talking shit to the refs. I never seen Frank Martin doing that. Not to say that you have to do stuff like that, but in Frank Martin's last fight, he didn't look sure of himself at all.
I
He
feel
didn't
like
look
that
sure
was
of
gonna
himself at
end in a
all.
controversy. To be honest,
Hmm?
I feel like that fight's gonna end in a controversy.
No, it's going to end in a knockout.
I don't know, man.
No.
Hey
Frank
man,
box.
Hector Garcia was left-handed.
Yeah,
I
but with
think
no
so.
defense.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why Tank looked like he was having issues in that fight because he didn't look too good, to be honest, in the beginning. I
No,
was
Tank
like,
wasn't having no damn issues,
well,
man.
he didn't look amazing. That
Like,
Hector
what is it?
Garcia was touching him though.
I mean, Hector Garcia not no slouch. He wasn't known, but he's not a slouch. He's not like, oh yeah, this one of the lower rung type of dudes. It's just that Hector Garcia is not really gonna be a champion. But he's still a good boxer. Like, he's not gonna get in there and lay down.
You just got really whack defense.
Yeah, he fought with a low league guard. Did never put his hands up. Now, one time that he put his hands up and covered his face, didn't really duck. He had a defense where it's like, I'm gonna jump back, or I'm gonna try to use reflexes, and I'm gonna have my lead hand down low. So yeah, you're right. Bad defense.
That's why I'm calling controversial a controversial win by Tank. Watch.
And somebody said Hector's a champ at 130, so I stand corrected. He is a
No, he's
champion.
not. I thought he lost.
Oh, well, I don't know. So,
He
Well,
lost. He lost.
the fact that he was a champ, that's that's what
yeah,
they. Yeah,
he
Yeah, you
held the
don't
belt
become
at
champion
130.
by accident
exactly.
Let me
unless
really
you're
look.
Oliver McCall and you throw a punch at Lennox Lewis.
Nope. Let me really look.
That wasn't luck either.
I know. I believe it. He was a sparring partner for Tyson, and Tyson was an
And
animal.
no, not only that, that was Mike Tyson's favorite punch. That straight right down the middle. Raj Himmer versus Francois Botha. That was the same punch Oliver McCall hit Lennox Lewis with. It's the same punch Mike Tyson hit Francois Botha with. I mean, Oliver McCall hit Lennox Lewis with. That was a
Yeah, that's true.
punch.
Because a lot of people say that the Marquez knockout against Pacquiao wasn't
Nope.
luck. That was
No,
just
that
the right
wasn't.
punch at the right
No, that
time.
wasn't no
He
damn
was
luck. Pacquiao
attempting to
did that to
land that
himself.
punch the whole fight. And when he finally landed it, Pacquiao went to sleep.
Pacquiao did that to his Pacquiao. Whenever you jump in as a boxer, like
And
whenever you leave your feet, you already know the risk. You
yeah,
know.
they call him Bunny Rabbit. Who called him
Yeah.
that? Keith Thurman, the Bunny Rabbit, always hopping and jumping. You know, he beat Keith Thurman behind. That's what Pacquiao do. Pop, jump, and pop. So all he did was time him.
Yeah.
After all
Remember,
those fights,
Marquez knew him
Marquez
very
had to
well.
learn.
Marquez knew Pacquiao very well. What they fought?
Yup.
4
Yup.
times?
Yeah, and Marquez probably got robbed an
Yeah.
additional time. He probably
Yeah.
Like
got
four
robbed at
times.
least one of those fights. That's why he was so pissed in the fourth fight.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Marquez was a good fighter, man. He just had no business fighting no Mayweather, but he was a good fighter. I like Marquez.
And he hates Canelo because after he knocked out Pacquiao, all the attention was still on Canelo, even though he knocked out Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had no future in the game. He was about what he
Nope.
was about 30, what 30
Yeah, he
when he
was
knocked
already
out
old.
Pacquiao. So it was like, okay, you got the knockout, old man. You got a
That's
big check.
why.
Go home and retire.
That's why he always hating on Canelo.
Marquez really he do be hating on Canelo. I can't even front. But through a lot of that hate, he does make good points.
Well,
Like what?
Like the fact that he been calling Canelo out for ducking David since 4 years ago. That's a great point. He told Canelo, if you the champ, prove it plenty of times. And then he said Canelo is ducking by trying to ask for $200 million, overpricing himself.
That was the best.
mhm. Yeah, a lot of ducking going on.
Yeah.
Fucking with
I,
Cruz.
I had a debate with an older gentleman. He was older than me, and he told me that he said, "I don't understand why fighters don't go down and fight other fights." I said, what do you mean? So you mean to tell me if I started fighting, if I'm 22 years old and I started fighting at 130 pounds, and there's a 126-pound champ, you want me to kill my body and go down 4 more pounds? I said, man, you crazy? I said, you
You
sure
can
you know
tell he
about
never
boxing?
boxed before.
I said, no, that's what I said. I said, you sure you know about boxing? So he sent me all these old pictures of him boxing. I wasn't even sure it was him. 'Cause he was like 60, he's like 60 something now. And he said, I was like, well, damn, if you boxed before, like on this level that you showing me, you should know this.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah.
had no argument for me.
Sometimes
So
people they
yeah.
tell on themselves.
Yeah.
Benavidez better. He's better off just going light heavyweight and just becoming undisputed. Forget Canelo.
He's doing that right now. His next fight, whoever wins that versus him and Gvozdyk, I think that's how you say the name. They're the ones who are going to be in line to get the winner of Bertabev and Bibble. So
Are they
Benavidez
actually
already
on the
said
I'm
undercard?
a little
Are they
bullshit.
actually on that undercard of Frank Davis versus
Yeah, that's what the
Frank
news. They
Martin
on the
versus
undercard.
Davis?
Yeah.
honestly, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Benavidez don't beat any of them. He don't beat Bivol or Benavidez. If I'm
He
being
gonna
completely
beat
honest
Bibble, but
with
I
you.
don't think he could beat
No,
Bertabev.
he can. No, he's not. No, he's
Bibble
not.
know that Benavidez could beat him, man. When
He'll
that
beat
sparring
both.
session, boy, Bibble had a look on his face that told me everything I need to know.
Nah,
I
bro.
Benavidez
don't
is naturally
understand.
larger than him.
Styles
For
make
those who
fights.
don't know.
Just because Bibble beat
That's not the only reason
Canelo
why, though.
doesn't
That's
mean
not the
he
only
beat
reason
every
why,
damn
though.
body. So
I don't.
Yeah,
Styles,
I don't. I don't think you can go to cruiserweight and be like what's that guy's name? The guy that's sparring partner for Tyson Fury. But I'm just saying, Bill was good, man. I'm sure.
Benavidez is naturally big though.
Yeah.
He's naturally bigger than Bibble. A lot of people don't know that. He's taller and bigger than Dimitri Bibble. They stood next to each other. He's a larger man than Bibble.
He
yeah, he
probably
just
walk
don't look.
around
He
like
just don't look
190, almost
athletic.
200.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
he dare walk around like 200 for sure. He's big. He's huge.
he just doesn't look
No,
athletic
dude.
at all. But he's
You
a
talking about
big dude.
Benavidez?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Benavidez don't
Yeah,
look
he looks
athletic.
sloppy, but he's a great athlete. And
Yeah,
people don't understand how great he is. Like his motor, he has the motor of a lightweight by statistics.
Yeah.
By statistics, the amount of power punches that he lands in a round is like total punches that he lands
Yeah.
in a round is like 37 total
You ever,
punches.
you ever
Only
checked
person
out?
in front of him is Ben Rodriguez. So you're not supposed to be a light heavyweight with that much of a motor and that accurate. So he's a genetic freak when you want to talk about his stamina, his lung size. And you know why I think it is too? And I'm gonna do a video on this, but it's because he used to be fat. Since he used to be
Now,
fat, his lungs worked overtime. This is
now with
serious.
that,
But
with
I'm
that
serious
being,
because usually fat people they can
Yeah.
sing. You know why? Their lung capacity, their lungs are larger. Their lungs work overtime. They can push out all that.
Now that's
Benavidez,
true.
because he was big.
You're talking about Benavidez used to be fat, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the other, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Who else I'm talking about? Wiggity?
Yeah, he was.
Hey,
I thought you
You
were
ever
talking
checked
about
out
Bivol for a
Benavidez'
second.
With that
combination?
being said,
He was
with
a
that
fat.
being said, if eventually Usyk becomes undisputed, if Usyk beats Tyson, do you think since Usyk's only like what 5'10", a Benavidez versus Usyk fight is possible?
Heck
Yeah,
no.
Usyk
Hell
and
no.
Benavidez, they could definitely fight. You know why? Actually, no,
Yeah.
they can't. They can't because Usyk can't go back down. Don Judah was just talking about that.
Nah,
But
heavy. I'm talking
Well,
about heavy. I'm
no.
talking about
Benavidez can't go
No.
all the way up to heavy unless he get on drugs.
Well, we wasn't.
Hell no.
No,
I
we was
don't
talking
know,
about
man.
people that started at a weight class. He wanted. Let me tell you, the thing was
What
he
weight
wanted
class?
Sugar Ray to go down to fight.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
What's his name?
yeah,
And I was like, nigga, that's retarded.
that don't make sense. But
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I was talking about. Usyk
yeah.
can't go down to cruiser to fight Benavidez, but he was saying Benavidez go to heavyweight. But either way, it wouldn't make sense because Benavidez cannot fight at heavyweight. He's not a heavyweight unless he get on that
Well,
juice. His body
well,
won't go to heavyweight.
Nah, he's taller than Usyk. All he has to do is be
It's
in
not
his
about
natural
that.
Uh-huh.
weight.
It's not
Heavyweight
about
is a
just like
different animal.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a different animal. Usyk when he was fighting as a cruiserweight, he was 200. Now he go around at 220. 220, I don't think that's going to look good on David Benavidez.
I mean, look at
But you
David.
know what, though? You know what? I'll give you this. James Toney went all the way up to heavyweight.
Uh-huh.
He's a
David
skilled
Hay.
boxer, but
David Hay did too. Haymaker
Benavidez with his
Hay.
hold up. Benavidez with his height, maybe he could do it. Maybe he's already was big as a child, so maybe he could
Yup.
carry the extra weight.
yeah, I think he could do it, but not.
I
It's
see
got to
it
be
happening.
a few years down the line.
He
Mm-hmm.
even mentioned when he was
In his
when he
early
was young,
30s,
he said he
when
would
he
be
got that
a
old man
heavyweight
strength.
champion.
Huh?
When he was young, he mentioned he would be a heavyweight champion. So I think it's in his mind to do it.
Okay, that's good
Mm-hmm.
too. Because if it's already there in his mind, then maybe he can achieve.
Yeah,
If he believes he
he
can achieve.
mentioned that when he was young that he was gonna be a heavyweight champion.
I mean, when he was young, he was heavyweight though. That's probably why he was thinking in those
He's
Yeah.
terms.
still heavyweight, like natural weight. He's still like 215
No,
maybe.
I was just bugging around.
Yeah, he would have to
Who?
do something. Yeah, I don't know. He would have to. I don't know. He was heavyweight.
Hey, KJ, I got a quick
Whole
question for
different
you, KJ.
animal.
What's up?
So say you know somebody, right? Yo, it's your man, 13, 12 years old, right? He used to box and shit. He used to the amateurs. He was like 15 and 0, 16 and 0 in the amateurs, but he stopped boxing, right? He stopped boxing, then he boxing now. He like 24, 25. Do you think he could do it to come back and just he was up for art? Let me give you a breakdown. He was good though. 140, he was good.
Listen. How many years did you take off?
He took off like he 25 now. He took off. He was boxing. He was 13, 14. He was an amateurs. Got like 16. He was 16 and 0. He came back to box again like 20, 21. But he ain't fight. He was just training and shit like that. Now he 25. He said he want to come back. I'm like, you could come back, but you gonna have to really put in a lot of more amateur
If
fights.
you
At least
come
like
back,
50 more amateur fights.
no, I don't know about the amateur. If he might go, well, he already had amateur experience. He might as well go ahead and go slow. But if he come back,
You don't think he should fight
Wait a
like 20
minute,
more amateur fights? 20.
bro. Y'all
I
didn't
mean,
ask enough questions. You didn't ask enough questions, KJ. It
my,
depends.
this is all I'm saying. From what
Being
he,
six, that those amount of fights don't mean anything. Let me ask him what level was he fighting on? What did he win when he was fighting? Because you
He
could
didn't win
he
enough.
was
He was just
smoking.
winning like small little. He was winning like small little
See,
belts, but
there
he
you
ain't really
go.
fighting
That's
for
not good
nothing yet.
enough.
all
Pro
I'm
ain't in
saying
this.
is this, man.
Yeah.
When it comes
But
to
listen though,
pros,
he's very good. He's been sparring champions. He was sparring people in the gym. He's very good. Like, I'm trying to say he's sharp though. It's just he's not out there.
look, when they come to pros, I give you an example. One of them Russell brothers, he was an Olympian. The one that he had got stopped by this one of them Southern Americans. I don't know if he got stopped by a Colombian or whatever, but he was one of those dudes where he was an Olympian by association. So tournaments and stuff is great, and titles, national titles is great, but sometimes it's rigged. Sometimes it's not what you think it is. Ryan Garcia, 12-time national champion, but his parents was the damn judges. You know what I mean? Like, nah.
Yeah,
He,
but
he,
I'm not
he
talking
needs
about
to
those
skip. He
situations.
needs to skip the amateurs and go to TJ and pull out a Devin Haney.
Huh?
He needs to skip the amateurs and go to TJ and get some bums and build his
Wait,
record.
wait, y'all. I want to hear KJ opinion about this guy. I'm
All I
definitely
was
going
gonna
to
say
tell him.
is
He good though for sure.
if he took all that time off and he was 16 or whatever, he already know what the boxing feel like. You said he came back and was sparring and all of that. If he was gonna take boxing serious now at 25, he would have to be training 3 times a day. That's the only way it's gonna work. Like
He's still KJ. He's still running KJ like 3 miles. He run, go to the gym and shit like that. He's still doing it.
If he gonna take that big hiatus and be like, oh, I'm gonna take boxing serious, he got to be training 3 times a day because it's about time spent in the gym. Like, how are you gonna catch all these people that's been doing it unless you catch all these people that's been doing, unless you put in all of that work? He's not gonna be able to go out and try to make up for not being a national champion like Don Judah was talking about. So he's 25, he go pro, he put in crazy work and see how far he goes. Most likely it's not gonna work, but if you put your best foot forward, you never know.
He should train 5 days a day. Like a
So
professional.
you saying no amateurs right now? He's go straight pro. Fuck it. Just go
No,
straight
that's what
pro.
I
I
was.
don't
I mean,
think
he
so.
already was amateur. I mean, what's an amateur for somebody to get the feel for boxing? Like, if you can become, or most importantly, to try to make a name for yourself, so you have an easier route as a professional. If you think you should go and be be 25, restarting his
Yeah.
amateur career, by the time he finished, how old are you gonna be then?
Like 36 or
He
37.
said he's only go to the amateurs for like 6 months.
Oh, that's not bad. You could do that.
I disagree because your skill. You don't have to be in the amateurs a long time to reach that. Amateur get that levels just like the pro has.
Right.
So you don't have to be a amateur for 25 years
Yeah.
to get to that level. But you need that experience. I'm not talking about rigging and all that. I'm not even talking about winning. I'm talking
No,
about the
you
experience.
need Don Judah talking about international experience where you're
It
going
don't
up
have to
against
be
the best
international,
in the
but
world.
at least national.
Yeah.
You need to know. Okay, if you come from Chicago and you 16 and over, your 16 fights was Chicago people because you fought the local tournaments. That's not enough to go pro.
Right.
That unless you knock
Over here
every
in
16
California,
out or something like that, and won your Chicago the Illinois Golden Gloves. But my thing is, even Golden
Yeah, that's
Gloves
where I'm going to
don't
fight in.
turn pro. Usually, they usually go to the
Illinois
nationals,
Golden Gloves.
fill it out, and say, "Well, damn." Even though I was the runner up, I could touch the pros. But just being 16-0 and going, I don't see that.
over here in California, they build the experience over in TJ like Devin Haney did. If you look at his record, he fought a lot in TJ in Mexico.
Yeah, Tijuana. He talking about Tijuana. Devin, he got that pro experience against guys where he knew. Like Devin was lightweight and shit. If you go watch the Mexico fights, Devin Haney was towering over those dudes. So he got a chance. No, serious, that shit look crazy.
But he still was an amateur for years. He was a kid amateur.
Oh yeah,
So he
Devin
still
got the
had the
same,
experience.
pretty much the same experience as a Tank or
Yeah,
Shakur or Ryan. They
Yeah,
been
but
boxing their
amateur
whole life.
experience is different than pro experience.
They've been boxing their whole life.
well, of course,
But
because
what
amateurs is
Devin
first.
did was
But
smart because it got him to pretty much you gonna go up against some of the weakest pros. Nobody really watching. We in Mexico, and you're gonna get a feel for just being in front of the crowd.
Yup.
Like it was good. It was like he was still damn near still amateur.
Yup, exactly.
Yeah,
KJ,
but building professional record.
yeah, one of the best examples of that is Lomachenko. Look at Lomachenko. He won 2 gold medals. He could come right in and start fighting top level fighters. That's because of his amateur career on the level that he fought.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, if he was just
I'm
there's
gonna
no
tell
way
him
in the world
KJ.
he
I'm
would
gonna let
do
him
that.
know.
And Don Judah, but
Definitely let
also
him
look
know.
at somebody like a Salido who beat him.
Yup.
Salido had, I don't even know if he had an amateur career. So I think Salido started his joint out pros as a teenager getting knocked out. And then he got these losses on his record. But with that pro experience, it's nothing like actually doing the pro stuff. So he was actually able to go in there, use roughhouse tactics, size, and experience, and
And
get a
low
victory over
blows.
Loma.
And low blows.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I just said. Rough
see the
house
fight.
fight, size and strength.
Yeah, but
So it go both ways. It go both ways.
Yeah, they do.
the amateur experience is. But what did Salido do? Just beating Lomachenko don't give you a great career. Now, what did he do?
No, no, he didn't,
What is
and that's
this?
exactly
You know,
and that's the
so
best point that Don Judah made. Pretty much, Loma was ready to leave a legacy in the sport because of the preparation that he had in the amateur.
and yeah,
Uh-huh.
and
So
then
Loma's
now
going to be
I've
remembered.
been
He reached
trained.
a skill level that's going to be remembered forever.
Yeah, I've been training on amateurs for years. I stopped recently, probably about 5 years ago, because I don't think the
Oh,
dedication to the sport is horrible today. Like so,
of course, because
yeah,
everybody's just doing it for the
yeah,
clout. But
yeah.
hey, High said something great in the chat, and I forgot about this. Don't hold up. Oh, that's
It's an echo.
Bluetooth. Hey, mute your mic. But yo, Don, you know Loma, he had that professional experience. They had a Ukrainian league or like a tournament
Yeah.
over there.
But
And
everybody does that. Cuba does that. Everybody does that. That's why the
Yeah,
U.S.
they
decided
do it
to
in
let
the
the
Olympics
pros
too, where they
fight in the
don't fight with
Olympics.
no
so
headgear.
hold up. Because I didn't hear what Don was saying. He said something about that's why the US what?
Yeah, I said Cuba does that. Almost every other country does that. You know, the only people that's loyal
Nope.
amateur pro is England, the U.S., and a few other
Mhm.
countries. Cuba been doing that for years. That's
Hmm.
why we couldn't beat the Cubans, because the Cubans are pros in Cuba, and then they come to the amateur and they got all this skills and talent, and they fighting 17, 18-year-old U.S. fighters. So
Hmm.
that's why America decided, listen, we're gonna let these pros fight in the Olympics. We'll be
Right,
losing too much.
right.
Yo, KJ.
But that is a good statement that dude made. Loma, even though he had all the amateur experience, he had pro experience on top of amateur experience. So
But
that
that's
motherfucker just
pro
got
ball.
yeah, I think Loma was
Yeah.
overqualified. I think if he would have went pro earlier, being that he started at 4 years old,
Yeah,
he actually would have had a better
Mhm.
career.
yeah, he would have. He
Yeah.
would have. When I say pro, I mean when it comes to professional boxing, I go by international, not local
Right.
Yeah.
pro. Yeah, he was a Ukrainian pro, but he might have fought the Russians and the Ukrainians versus.
Mhm.
But he wasn't the pro and the world pro. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Like his
Yeah.
record didn't count to the world, so that's just
Mhm.
like that's like playing in the Spanish basketball league saying you're a pro.
Yeah.
No, that don't count to me.
That don't count, for real.
Don said you gotta go to the NBA.
Yeah, you gotta go to the
Hey,
NBA.
that's what I want to do. I want to go to the
What
NBA.
about with that runner say? What he said? Oh, the
I want to be
NBA,
an NBA player.
the
Wait,
NBA is the best in the world.
KJ, Carmel Moten's fighting tomorrow too?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the
That's a good
youngin, he's
statement.
fighting on that
Nah,
card.
I think he fighting today.
No, wait. Hey, he fighting today or tomorrow?
It's on the
No, it might be
undercard, I
tomorrow. It
thought.
might be tomorrow.
Oh,
Oh,
tomorrow,
the
tomorrow,
fight is
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Oh shit! I would have missed that if y'all didn't remind
Yeah,
me.
I gotta go
I was
find
about to say.
What's the card tonight?
Wait,
Ooh.
it's tonight?
Saturday.
KJ, what you want to
'Cause
do?
he-
What you want to do with your situation? Do you want to keep on training? Do you want to turn pro? What you want to do?
I would have been pro if I didn't go broke or broker than I was. But my thing is I want to make sure I got enough money, whereas I could train for a certain amount of hours a day.
Mhm.
So like I don't want to be working and then boxing,
Where your
especially
manager at, man? That's your manager's job.
yeah. You gotta like what manager what you know what I mean?
Who is your promoter?
I don't have no promoter.
Look,
I'm
he
an
didn't get to
amateur right
that.
now.
Yeah, he didn't get to that part yet.
Yeah,
But
but I'm saying a lot of these people, the boxing world, what I realize is it's more so
Mhm.
about what the individual. Unless you one of them, you know, when you were top rank or somebody, they handle all of that. If you with some local promoter, whatever, you gonna have to be the person really mapping out your stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
Not as far
yeah,
as your opponents, but I'm talking about as
yeah,
far as what you
yeah,
eat and how you train and all of that. Because if you
Mhm.
wait on somebody else, you gonna get screwed. You gonna get fucked. Like
yeah.
they're not really
So,
invested in you like that. It's more so about what you could give
Uh-huh.
them. That's why you said boxing, the dedication and all that not there. It's at every level. Everybody's just trying to see the
Yeah.
quickest little check that they could get, and then boom, it's just
Mhm.
everybody.
so, so
That
KJ
might be
Hockey.
kind of.
I
Go
got a
ahead.
question.
Go ahead, man. Well, if he ain't gonna go, I'll go. What
Are
you
you
just
go?
said
Hold up, Fama. Go ahead,
is
bro.
there echo? Yeah, what you said just made a lot of sense about because I remember when I was in the service. Now you get paid to box. You don't do nothing else. You don't go to work or when you're on the army boxing team, there's no job you go to. All you do is train. That's all you do. And I noticed that we had, out of nowhere, we just had the best team in the country. Like, we really had the best amateur team in the country. I could run down some of the guys that was on my team. And I realized what you just said is because they didn't have to go to work. They trained all day. We had no work.
To
That
me,
makes sense.
if you going to be, it's just basic to me. When you look at the way that this game is ran, number one, if they think that you any type of a threat, you gonna be okay. Let's put him on a replacement fight. We gonna give him 10 days to prepare. That's one way that they try to fuck people. Number two, a lot of these guys, these so-called journeymen, they have talent, but they're electricians by day. They're
Yep.
working 2-3 jobs. They're not even training. What's good, Kefir? They're not even training the entire time for the fight because they have a job. So, and they matching him up against somebody who's been training for years since he was a kid or since he was a teenager. So when I seen that, I said, okay, cool. If I go pro, the money has to be right. So guess what? If I got a fight sign, I'm training 8 to 10 hours a day. So you better be a bad motherfucker. You better really be ready to go, because I'm gonna be ready to go. And as long as I can do that for every fight, I'm not gonna have no regrets. I don't want to be working part-time here, or let me pull a full-time shift and then trying to be coming. And this is coming into boxing late. You know what I mean? I started boxing. Oh, I was already past the age of 20. So I'm realistic with myself. I put in the work, but I got a plan that's logically based. That's just how I look at it.
Yeah.
Wait. So KJ, what you gotta do, KJ? My fault, Judah. What you gotta do, KJ, to get in with Top Rank or Eddie Hearn? What you had to do, or what do to see you, or what you
My
gotta
thing
do?
is, if I got TikTok, I got YouTube, and all these other social media platforms, why I gotta get in with anybody? Like, at the end of the day, a lot of these people who talented and they putting their money into them, they don't have no personality. They can't build a natural fan base. I don't have that problem. I know how to build fans. I know how to get people to listen to what I'm saying. I got a brain. I don't have to box. I don't have to, I can talk about boxing and just keep on doing the YouTube shit. I do it because number one, I've been training and doing sports my whole life. I love training. I love the running and all that.
Me
I love
too.
fighting. So I love the sport. That's why I do it. But I don't think that I need to go try to, oh, what can I do to get with Floyd? What can I do to get with this person? I'm building my own following for myself. Then after that, I'm gonna see when I get there. But them people, they see that I'm building my own shit. I'm doing what they got fighters signed to their roster who can't do. I do that every day when I come up here to these lives, when I post my videos, even when I post footage of my fight.
Yeah. I can give you some tips though, brother. I don't know if you're already doing it, but you need to visit other gyms.
Yeah,
I seen a lot of people come up doing that. Coming to
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm trying to do too.
camp at 140. All right, let me see. Let's spar. Get the work. You build that experience with different styles.
Yeah.
And I seen a lot of people do their thing like that when I was growing up in New York. Like Gleason's is in Brooklyn. If y'all know New York boroughs is like different cities. I'm from Manhattan. I'm from Harlem. I'm Sugar Ray Robinson town. So we don't deal with Brooklyn. So going to Brooklyn to
What's up,
Gleason is like
Relentless?
going to a whole different city to us. Because I came from Connie's gym. So we would go to Brooklyn and fight Gleason's, or we'd go downtown to Times Square gym or to the Bronx and deal with Aaron Barkley and his crew. That's what we did. So that's why a lot of fighters I've known, I'm like, damn, how long you been fighting amateur? 3 years, and you turning pro already? Bro, we got a lot of work in New York. We talking about back then. Now it's shitty, bro.
Different.
Back then in the 80s and the 90s, we had work all day in them gyms, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why when we was talking one day and I told KJ I couldn't come up, and y'all was talking about somebody wouldn't fight somebody. I said, shit, I'm a human being. I've been in boxing for not fighting, but I've been involved in boxing over 30 years. And some of the people y'all cherish and honor as great fighters, it was fighters they said, I'm not fighting that motherfucker.
Exactly.
Yo, and I'm dead serious, no joke.
They're men, they're human
We
beings.
human beings, bro. We human fucking beings.
Kefir, hit the link, man. Come up. Somebody just dropped down.
Yeah, we human beings, man.
That's why KJ. I like Antoine Russell for Baltimore. He will fight anybody. He'll rumble Matisse. He said next.
Up, everybody.
What's up, Kefir?
What's good,
Hey,
Kev?
Kefir, I need you to go ahead and give your take on Cruz versus Rolly. Cause you won't get
What's
out
up? I
of here,
gotta say hello.
man. I
I
want you to
gotta
go
say
over
hello
the
first
take, man.
to John. Don, welcome back.
What's up?
Welcome back.
Welcome back,
Yeah,
bro.
let his ass out of prison.
Yeah, they did, bro.
Yeah, got
Locked
out
up,
on the
they
ship.
Hey
won't let
Don.
me
Hey
out.
Don. Hey
Yo,
Don. Whatever you did, don't you do that no more.
I'm leaving that MJ
Cause we don't
and
know what we
LeBron.
be doing on
I'm
TikTok to
leaving
get banned.
MJ LeBron shit alone. People are too emotional with that. You
Yeah,
can't talk
bro.
about they Bron. Don't talk about they Bron. You know they got pictures with him and
People
Bucky
get
now.
mad when they talk about their LeBron
Nigga said he got
James.
Rolly.
They be
Rolly got a
like,
good camp.
"Why you saying that
Well,
about
we
him?"
well we sure gonna talk about
Don't got a
Rolly and we're
left.
gonna talk about Cruz on this platform.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Kemper, man. Hey, you was going off in the chat, man. I need you to break down how you envision this fight going, cause we don't got much time. You know, I'm about to get up out of here. I want you to go ahead and get your piece off, brother.
Yeah, real quick. I'm looking at a theatrical fight. I'm looking at a silly fight. I'm looking at Rolly's attitude. We're gonna see a bull chasing a matador chasing a bull, and Rolly ain't gonna bang what we think. Rolly gonna clown that fight, move around, stick, do what he's doing pretty much with Tank. Cruz can't change anything. I don't see Cruz changing high throws, jab, right hand. You know, he's gonna be who he is and got him where he is today. I
Yeah.
just see Rolly snatching this title again at the end of the night. That's what I say.
But Cruz was
Yeah.
successful in all of his fights. We lost to Tank.
Right. I'm giving that all the kudos, but I'm also looking at the theatricals of it too, man.
But look, you know when I went back and watched the Tank fight against both Tank fight and both of them. As soon as round one happened, Cruz was on Tank and was landing.
Yeah, I
So
went
what
back and
makes you
watched.
think
Remember,
Rolly gonna be able to get
remember
away with
said
it?
that's what we said we was going to do the last time. Let's go back and look at that tape, and I did that. And you're right. Cruz was doing his thing, man.
And this is before Tank hurt his hand. As soon as
Yeah,
the fight started,
yeah,
he jumped
yeah.
right on that man. Tank got
Yeah,
some
he
of the
did.
fastest feet, some of the fast feet you're
But
gonna find.
but in
So
my conclusion,
why
and
Rolly gonna be able to get away from that?
the moral of the story is, we will be back on the platform talking about this, and you guys shave your beard.
Wow.
You're gonna shave your beard if Rolly wins, KJ?
Hell no, I'd have
Yeah,
told
Rolly
Carl,
winning, bro.
I'm gonna save my
Man,
beard.
he said you had to shave your beard off, bro.
No,
That's all right. Yeah, look, keep
we
saying
living
it.
in a
I
different
told
world
Kev I
today,
can't do
bro.
that.
We Chihuahua
I know
kid.
you can't do that, Cage. I'm messing with you. But man, thank you for letting me in. I'll come back on later, man. I know you got to go. You got the last word, man. Go ahead. Your
Oh, no
show.
problem, man.
All right, Keffer.
Yo, if you got time later, what your topic gonna be? So I can prepare myself. Because y'all
Me
more
too.
into boxing
The
today than
topic. Me
I am
too.
today.
The fight tonight, right?
Oh man, he says the fight tonight.
Is it tonight or tomorrow?
No, the
Tomorrow.
fight
It's
is
tomorrow.
tomorrow. The
Tomorrow.
fight's tomorrow.
Oh,
Nah,
So
only
you know
Shakur
what?
can
If I
fight
go
on
live
Friday.
again tonight, and
Give
What
us
it's
some
time you gonna be
homework.
on?
gonna be on Sebastian Fundora and Tim Zoo
Oh,
That's
okay.
gonna be a spectacle, bro.
because
That's gonna be like a circus act.
I think Tim Zoo about to lose. People they sleeping on Fundora. Fundora has been a destructive fighter every
Yeah.
time he's gotten in the ring,
hmm
except when he lost to Mendoza.
Mendoza, yeah, that was a crazy
Yeah,
knockout.
I saw him fight like once or twice, and he destroyed. I can't remember who the hell it was. I didn't see
He
Lubin
was
in
a
it, but
destructive
I
fighter. I don't know if Tim Zoo.
Yeah.
How do you prepare for 6'6"?
hmm
well,
So
we was
I don't
talking
know,
about it
man.
not too long ago. Tim Tszyu been fighting since he was a kid. That's why. So we've been talking about that all day, and why we give
Yeah, what's
exceptions
the
to
name? Missed
some
the
fighters that been
opportunity,
fighting
man.
since they was a kid and not others.
Yeah.
The kid been in the
Because he's
ring
been
since
doing
he
it
was a
long.
kid.
Shit. Tommy Fury been doing it as long as Tyson Fury.
Yeah, but he's not serious. I don't think Tommy Fury is real serious in boxing. I think
Yeah.
Okay,
he's like
you're
I
right.
think
So
he's serious, he's just
maybe
not as good.
my brother made it. We rich.
Yeah, he
That's
could.
what Tommy Fury attitude is to me. That's what I look at and see.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
He can get
Tommy
all his.
Fury said, "Yeah, we the heavyweight champion."
yeah, we rich. You know,
Oh, KJ, what time you coming back on tonight?
I'm gonna try to come back on at 10, man.
10
10
o'clock.
o'clock.
And what's the subject matter? What's the
It's gonna
subject?
be
The title?
Sebastian Fundor and Tim Zoo.
All
yeah.
right. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I
See
catch
y'all
you
at 10
tonight.
o'clock, man.
All right,
Yeah.
fellas, man.
All right, man.
Have a good one,
Cool.
man. See
Yes,
y'all
You
sir.
tonight.
too.
Yo, go see King
All right,
Kong. Yo, go
KJ.
see.
Later, y'all.
See you.
I'm going to see King Kong and Godzilla.
Oh, bro.
Hey, I'm about to go watch
Hey,
that
man,
right
let me
now.
know how it is, man.
Yo, all right, cool.